So we got one question today. Hey, so for you to singer, songwriters, pop stars, whoever you are, listen. Why is the Akai Force better than Logic Pro? Literally just straight up better. But more specifically, why is Akai Force better than Logic Pro? For singer-songwriters specifically, not just anyone, right? I'm talking about to my singer-songwriters out there, whom I must say, this machine was built for you, okay? This is the Akai Force. Not to be confused with the Akai Professional MPC. We're talking about the Akai Force, okay? First off, the number one reason why the Akai Force is better than Logic Pro for singer-songwriters is because of the built-in XLR input, which allows you to put in a mic. A mic straight into the machine, straight into the Force. Your mic goes straight in. Here's the Force. That's what the Force looks like. That's the square of the Force. We got some knobs here. We got some knobs. These are some buttons here, and then a bunch of pads. But this is going straight in the back. Okay, and as a singer-songwriter, ladies and gentlemen, as a singer-songwriter, our goal is to sing. Our goal is to make songs. And when you got this laptop, you need other things. Not to say that you might not have anything. Not to say that you might not have an audio interface. Sure, maybe you have a Scarlett Focusrite M Audio Apogee Duet, whatever you got to buy for $500 just to plug it into thing, just to do vocals? Ridiculous. You're a singer-songwriter, okay? You need to be able to make music from the jump, okay? Now, that's the most important thing. And literally, it has all of these built-in plugins for vocals, whether it be auto-tune, harmonizers, or reverbs, delays. Everything is built right into the unit. You don't need anything else. Leads me to point number two. The number two reason is because of all of the built-in VSTs. B-U-I-L-T, built-in VSTs. And out the box of the Akai Force, not even with the latest update, just literally the old version, even if you don't update to 3.5, you still have hype. You get tube synth. You get bassline. What's the other one? You get electric. So essentially you're getting a synth VST that has a bunch of everything. Bass lines, subs, plucks, light plucks, pads. That's hype. Tube synth is going to be like your traditional synthesizer with a bunch of EDM flavor and stuff like that, heavy industrial stuff. Electric is acting like a EP, like an electric piano. And then bassline, well, that's pretty much self-explanatory. So from the jump, Akai Force, you're getting a mic that is, well, they're not giving you a mic, but they're allowing you to plug your microphone in directly. And that's my biggest pet peeve with these DAWs. You need all this stuff to get them going. And that's why I love Akai Professional hardware. We're going to talk about the MPC at a later date, but today is all about the Akai Force. So, with the microphone capabilities and the built-in VSTs, not to mention, I mean, we could go ahead and say plugins. I was going to make this number 3, but you get built-in VSTs and plugins, and these plugins can get pretty much anything done Literally, there's nothing you can do on Logic Pro that I can't do when it comes to production and when it comes to mixing. Show me something that you, if you're in the chat right now and you're screaming, you're a Logic Pro producer, tell me something you can do that I can't. Let me know right now in the chat. Number 3. This is a big one for me. It's standalone. Stand alone. What does that mean in the music production world? Stand alone. Essentially, it means I stand alone with my instrument and no one can touch me. I am completely just me and my instrument, no laptops, no dings, no bells, no whistles, no hoonannies, no Wichitas, no skiddly wops hitting you up, distracting you, emailing you to come to their cam site. If you're getting those emails, you got some problems. Emailing you to come to their campsite on the 13th of Friday when you got beats to make. What's your problem? You're using a laptop and you're distracted. That's why you need to be on the Akai Professional Akai Force. Because there are no distractions. It's just you and the screen. And no one can come in between you and your focus. So you must focus. Think. Get some coffee going and watch what happens. You'll be flying alone with no one there to distract you. Yes, I'm telling you, it's pivotal. That's a pivotal one right there. Stand alone. Don't believe me? Go get you a standalone unit. Get you an Akai Force. Get you an MPC. Stand alone with that for one night. Watch what happens. You'll never want to turn on these screens again. I promise you. Okay? Now that is leading me to number 4. It's hands-on. I mean, this is kind of number 4, number 3, but it literally it's hands-on hardware. Now maybe you have a Voyager hooked up to your Logic Pro system for $15,000. Maybe you got that. But some of us don't have Voyager because we have 64 pads. 64 pads. 8 knobs. 4 parameters. 64 pads. We have a mixer knob as well, which can turn from the left to the right to access whatever you customize it to do. And this hands-on hardware, it has unlimited customizable capabilities. It's literally whatever you can think of. That's why I love this hardware. What can you think of? The machine can do it. Whatever you can think of, your standalone production center can do it. You can customize any one of these pads to do whatever you want it to do, whether that be a drum rack, a drum pad, whether that be a sample, whether that be some melodies, some chords, whether you want it to trigger effects. You can have your knobs trigger these effects. You can have your mixer trigger these effects as well. Did I put my back on that? It's insane. And I think that leads me to my final point on why the Akai Force is better than Logic Pro for singer-songwriters. And it is the clip-based recording process. Clip-based. Now, I can't say, truth be told, Akai Force is better than Ableton. Why can't I say that? Well, for one, I'm not an Ableton user. But for two, the Akai Force system, the recording process is built on clips, very similar to the Ableton rack process, in which you are not thinking on a linear timeline going from left to right. Instead, you have these clips and these moments that live in these pads. And these clips living in these pads are ideas. And when you get these ideas going quickly, Mommy, please close my door. I am recording in here. Whatever, the video is almost over. Whatever. We're getting out of here, folks. If you didn't know, this video is wrapping up. Pull that down if you don't mind. Throw that at me. Throw it at me. All right, thank you. So clip-based ideas essentially mean, once again, it kind of connects back to the standalone aspect and the workflow. The workflow is all here. But when you're clip-based, to my Ableton users, you understand this workflow. You know, this going from the left side of the DAW all the way to the right to get you to the end of the song. That's so played out. That's not how people think about music anymore. Maybe you're traditional, maybe you do. Traditional songwriters out there, hey, pick up a guitar and just write the song. Personally, that's how I'm making all of my music right now. I'm not using any DAWs at all. I'm not using any hardware at all, unless it comes time to like actually recording the idea. But what I'll find myself doing as a singer-songwriter, I'll just sit there and I'll just play my guitar and I'll write a song. And when the song is ready, I'll bring it to these DAWs and these places, these DAWs. I'll bring it to this hardware workflow. Clip-based workflow allows you to get out multiple ideas very quickly. We need to get out our ideas quickly. And when we're not thinking on a linear timeline, it's not like, okay, how does this song start? How does the song stop? Where's the intro? Where's the chorus? All that stuff, we just remove all of that, right? And what we will find is, we'll find that, what do we find? We find that when we're doing clip-based recording and clip-based ideas, we're able to get out more ideas, and we're able to not judge our ideas. We're able to not judge our takes, and we're able to not necessarily think about it on a linear process, but more just like on the idea. It's like, for me, I don't want to jump topics, but whenever I'm on the MPC, we'll get into this. Hey, would you like to see what's better, the Akai Force or the MPC X SE for a singer-songwriter? Would you like to see that video? If you want to see that video, drop a comment, let me know. If you can't stand this video and you think the Akai Force is the terrible way to be a singer-songwriter and a music producer, drop a comment, let me know. Let me know! But this video is basically for anyone thinking about purchasing an Akai Force, anyone thinking about getting rid of that process of linear recording, left to right, clip-based, very similar to Ableton. If you like Ableton and you're looking for some hardware, am I rubbing on this? Am I rubbing on that? Oh, it's my hair. My hair is rubbing on it. Darn. All right, that's the end of this video. If you want to see more stuff, hit this button right here. I got more MPC videos up here for you, and I also have some more music videos if you want to hear the music videos. And that's that. That's the end of the video. Thank you. Love you. Why is the Akai Force better than Logic Pro?